Alright, so it's the big one today. I am going to be doing a propagation of a plant that I have been waiting to do for so long, and I want to share that with you guys. It is my Anthurium Magnificum cross radicans. Just take a look at this beauty. What is up, my planting people? My name is Lithius and welcome to Roots Ready. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I am very excited. I hope you can tell, and I hope you are too. Today I'm going to be chopping and propping this bad boy right here. My Anthurium Magnificum cross radicans. I'm not sure which way around it is. Either way, super happy about this plant. So before we get into the chopping and propping, I'm going to give you guys a quick update on this plant. So if you remember, I have actually done a whole series of this plant and two others that I imported from Indonesia. So it started off at the unboxing and I followed the journey over a month or maybe a little bit more than that. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to be sure to link it in the cards up here. There's a couple of them, so yeah, I will try to drop them in the video just in a few different places, so you can go ahead and look at that if you really want to. So this plant actually came to me with two leaves. It had an older leaf which fell off within a month. I think it was probably after around 2 weeks it fell off, and this leaf remained, and I was super chuffed. If you guys, you need to see my reaction when I opened this plant. It was, oh god, I still can't believe that I have something like this in my possession. And yeah, so this leaf remained and I was really happy. It was holding strong. This plant has put out so many roots, and I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully I don't wet myself too much. Just have a look at these roots, guys. It has been doing phenomenally. It's actually unbelievable how many roots this plant has got, and it's like every time I look at it, there's even more roots. Like, it doubles. So I'm really confident that it's time to propagate this plant. I was actually waiting for this new leaf to harden off, and oh my days, let me tell you guys. Alright, so I'm going to be dropping some pictures in here. This was like the first sign that I saw that something was happening in the plant. It was only tiny. You can see it's only the size of my finger, even less than that. And I just sort of decided to take a few photos and try to document that for you guys. And as you can see, it was just growing and doubling in size, like literally every single week. I couldn't believe it. Even my sister will come down and she would look at the plant and be like, what, did it get even bigger? And I was like, yes, it's growing. I couldn't believe how quickly this plant grew. I'm just, there's some water dropping on my toes. Anyway, so really happy. I think the leaf hasn't 100% hardened off, but you can start to see that green shimmer just, you know, coming through the veins over there. So I think it is in fact and indeed ready. It hasn't grown anymore, so I think I'm in pretty safe territory to repot this bad boy. Now, I know you guys want to know. You really want to know. I want to know. Does size matter? Damn yes it does. So in terms of the leaf size, it's massive. This is by far the biggest leaf I have in my collection. Just double checking. By far the biggest leaf in my collection. This plant measures from tip to lobe a comfortable 20 inches, guys. 20 bloody inches. That is 51 centimeters. That is huge. That is about the size of my torso. That's how big it is. And I'm so excited. All right. And there's also, you know, some signs that we might possibly have another leaf coming in very soon. Obviously, with the propping today, that might slow things down somewhat, because I find that this Anthurium is probably the slowest in my collection. The Radicans has put out one leaf. That has been really slow as well. But yeah, anyway, it's fine. I'm hoping that when I give it a chop, it will just do all right for me. When this plant came, it had a huge stem, and this plant is actually an offshoot on that stem. So what I want to do is cut it, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm able to stimulate some additional growth and add another one to my collection. Why not? Or even just something to trade. I haven't traded at all yet, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to. I've got so many plants that I really want to get my hands on, and that might just give me a way to do that without spending any more money than I need to. Right, so are you ready for it, guys? Are you ready? I'm ready. I hope you are. Without any further ado, guys, I am going to get into it. I'm going to start to unpot this guy by first removing the moss. So bear with me as I prepare this guy for surgery. So before I take it out of the pot, I just wanted to show you guys very quickly just how many roots are just crawling on top of this plant. So it is very well rooted. Something else I've been dealing with, guys, and if you can help me, I would massively appreciate it. I've been dealing with some springtails lately, and I just don't know how to get rid of them. I know they're not particularly harmful to your plants, but I just really don't like them. I have bought some beneficial insects that I should be receiving next week. So hopefully by the time this video goes out, I should have them already. Then I can update you guys. But it's just annoying, for lack of a better word. It's you know, and I've got it in pond, so there shouldn't be anything for them to eat. So I'm just thinking, does that mean that they're only chomping on the roots? I hope not. Anyway, we will deal with it as appropriate. But I'm not going to let that dampen my spirit. I'm still excited to unpot and propagate this guy. So let's have a go at it. What I'm going to do is support the leaves while, whoops, lots of water coming out of the pond. Give it a bit of a squeeze. I need to be really careful now. Okay. Oh, amazing. Okay, all right. So there we go, guys. There we have it. The main stem has lots of roots on it. So that's really positive. The roots are really grabbing onto some of the rocks as well, so I'm not going to disturb it too much. Try to just get rid of some of this moss. Put it aside here for now. So yeah, I'm just going to try to analyze. Let's have a look at this stem. This stem is huge. It is massive. Oh gosh, yeah. So loads of energy. I can see a couple of growth points where some new shoots may pop out of. So I'm hoping that's okay. All right. So, and this is of course the best time to repot your plants. Bang in the middle of spring. Maybe even earlier if you could. But for right now, this is great. Okay, so now I need to work out where the hell I'm gonna chop from. It should be easy enough to identify the node. Alright, so I can see a little point down here that I'm gonna try to prop from. You can kind of see where it's sort of sitting on top of the stump. There's the stump right here. There's the plant. So I can maybe just take a diagonal cut from over here and yeah, pop that up. Alright, so what I've got now, got my tools, got a little sharp knife over here. I've got some rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to spray it with just to ensure that it is disinfected and there's no nasties in there that could affect the plant. Guys, I am nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm actually nervous. Wish me luck. Ah, gosh, scary. Okay, so I think I've got the angle. I just need somewhere to hold. I haven't had to prop such a big plant before. I've never propagated an Anthurium, so this is actually my first time. So if you guys do have any tips for the next time, please do let me know. We're going for it. 3, 2, 1. This root. Let's get it in a safe space. Oh, it's happening. Oh, okay. I don't want to move it around too much. Okay. Oh, oh. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Okay, it's done. It's done. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, that was that was terrifying. Ah, okay, all right, okay, cool. It's done. That's it. It's done. It's done now. It's done. Oh, okay. What next to do but keep my fingers crossed? Oh, and just keep doing what I'm doing. What I've realized as well, guys, is that these plants are extremely tough. I don't want to speak too early, but they really are. Okay, so I'm gonna untangle these roots. They're really stuck in there, and when I'm back, we're gonna start to pot this bad boy up. All right, stay tuned, guys. Oh god, all right, so that was scary. I'm glad the worst of it is over. When I say the worst, I mean it's the recuperation afterwards that will really test my skill as a houseplant enthusiast. So what I'm going to do is, whilst I am potting this plant up, I've got a little bit of cinnamon here. I didn't want to bring out the whole thing. I've just put a bit on some foil paper. And I am going to just, where that wound is, just apply some to it. Cinnamon is great. It's a great antifungal, antibacterial properties. And yeah, I'm hoping that a little bit of this will prevent any sort of root rot, infection, anything like that. With a lot of other plants, you really want to wait for it to callus over, and I'm going to wait, but I'm not going to leave this too long. I'm going to only leave it just for a little bit, but for the most part that should be fine, because I'm actually planning to pot this plant up. Originally I was thinking about using this container. It's a 15 centimeter one, but the roots are just a little bit too long, so what I might do is put the chunk in here, and it's much smaller. It can actually fit into one of my humidity Ziploc bags, and I'm going to repot this one back into the same pond, into the same setup that I had it in originally. And where possible, I'm going to make sure that the stump here is exposed, so that it can dry up and it doesn't, it doesn't promote any sort of root rot or anything like that. Okay, so I've just given the pond a nice wash in some boiling water. I've literally just had it in the pot, poured boiling water, let it sit there for a little bit. That way nothing within that pot can survive. I've also given the actual plant itself a little wash down as well, and then reapplied some of the cinnamon to it. So I think we are well and truly ready to start repotting. So I'm just going to start to put pond in the bottom. I am making such a mess, it's actually unbelievable. And I will tell you guys something, there's nothing worse than handling wet pond. It just, look at this, it just gets stuck to your hands, and it's just not fun. I just want to make sure that that stem is above the pond line. That's it, guys. A messy one, but successful nonetheless. Potted up, looking as good as new. Got it in the pot centered as much as possible. And yeah, we'll just keep an eye on this bad boy, and yeah, I've got it under some grow lights as well. So I'm just going to keep it there. It's doing very well with just my household humidity, which is actually very high. It's actually around 70%, 75%, which I am not comfortable with at all. So I'm actually trying to get that down. But for now, benefiting the plant for sure. Just look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of it. Ah! Okay, cool. All right. So last but not least, let's get the stump all potted up as well. All right, guys. So here we go. I've got the chunk right here. As you can see, it's quite a big, thick boy. It is around 3 inches in height and about maybe 1.5, 2 inches across. So it's quite a big one. I can see a few growth points where some new shoots might come out of. There's one here that looks like it might have been expired. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. That brown thing just here, that is definitely a growth point. It's still quite hard, so there's something might poke its head out of there. Here's hoping, and I am sure there will be a few more that will emerge, because this is quite a big and healthy chunk actually. Very happy with it, very happy. So I'm gonna have it in this pot over here, which is a clear, just a clear one. It's an orchid pot. It's got that central sort of chamber in there that helps with air circulation to really get it inside of the pot as well. So that's going to be really good. I am not going to have this plant in a reservoir. I'm going to get it quite moist, and I'm going to have it just in a humidity bag. I've got some large Ziploc bags that I'm going to keep it in there. And yeah, although this is quite a cute planter, I just got it today, guys. Just have a look at this. Oh, so cute. So hopefully I can just sort of plop the whole bag in there, but it won't look as cute. But anyway, let's get planting. I want to get that first layer. Yes, here we go. So get the roots in there, nice and situated, just like so. I really want that upper bit to be above the line of the pond. I'm quite happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have some moss around the top of that, and I'm going to have it in my humidity bag. So that was it, like all done. Only thing left to do is a little bit of cleaning. Got pond everywhere in places that I didn't know pond could get into, but it's there anyway. That was it. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, just from me and my 2 bad boys over here, keep planting.